I love that song.
Hallelujah.
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 God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
Oh, you guys are good at that. Giving all honor to God. I just want to thank New Dominion for allowing me to walk into my calling and to speak. I want to thank my parents, Pastor Reverend Walter Cherry, everybody in the congregation, Pastor Paula. Thank you. Isn't it just like the devil to just try to start working right before anything starts? Isn't it funny I got in the water and didn't nothing want to work? I think he was just mad. I don't understand. He was that mad. I'm surprised he didn't turn the lights off. Well, how are you guys? I like getting everybody into it.
Oh, yeah.
See, everybody turn to your neighbor and say, good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. I always hear my dad do that. I always hear the pastors to get other people into it. I'm actually reading from John 8, 7 through 11. And the message today, I had it as judgmental. But as I was praying last night, God told me that's too blatant. You gotta, because I didn't really want to say that people are judgmental. It just said different things they do are judgmental. So I changed it to the eyes and ears of the unbeliever. Okay. And I'm reading from the Amplified version. I don't know if you want to read along with me. If you want to stand, then stand with me. If not, that's okay. Grandma, you don't have to move. It's John 8, 7 through 11. And it reads like this. However, when they persisted with their question, he raised himself up and said, let him who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone at her. Then he bent down and went on writing on the ground with his finger. They listened to him, and then they began going out, conscience stricken, one by one, from the oldest down to the last one of them, till Jesus was left alone with the woman standing there before him in the center of the court. When Jesus raised himself up, he said to her, Woman, where are your accusers? Has no man condemned you? And she answered, No one, Lord. And Jesus said, I do not condemn you either. Go on your way, and from now on, sin no more. Amen. If you bow your heads with me. Lord, I thank you for allowing me to speak today. I thank you for giving me the message that I have. I thank you for the people that are actually here today and the ones that could not be here today. I ask you to use me, Lord. Help me to do and say and live how you want me to. And I ask that this message touches somebody and changes them. And I just ask that your spirit and everything else that's good is in this church and fills everybody's spirit. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. The eyes and ears of the unbeliever. Now, usually, I'm going from personal experience, walking into churches when people don't know my parents are pastors. It's funny because you get eyes, you get to who are you and sit over there, and a lot of those things will smile. Everybody smile. There we go. There you go. I see teeth now. That's good. Eye contact. If somebody is speaking to you, you need to look them in the face and smile. That's a very big thing. You walk into church and if somebody's not even looking you in the face, the unbeliever is not even going to want to walk in. They're just going to want to turn around. You know, then you get past that. You get all through that, and then you get seated.
Well,
And this is where it gets good, or actually bad, but good for the devil, is when the congregation starts to turn their heads and starts looking around at the people who's sitting down. You know, you as a congregation in the church can make or break a person's spirit. You can make or break what they're trying to get out of the whole thing. You know, God could have told them just to come just to get prayer. Or God could have told them to even come and be saved. There's blessings in the supernatural that we know nothing about. But yet you, as a congregation, not pointing out certain people, but you know, I just tell it how it is, and sometimes the congregation needs prayer too. I had a dream that I put on Facebook. It was about me walking into this church and seeing people's demons falling off of them and jumping on other people that was walking in. And I think we have to start praying and interceding before we even come to church, because we bring those spirits with us and they jump on everybody else, and it could be their downfall in their life. And I think we actually should take some initiative in praying in the morning. Does anybody pray in the morning on Sunday?
amen.
I got all of that.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, does anybody pray in the morning on Sunday?
Amen.
There we go. People are awake. There we go. Praise the Lord. Okay, that. When you have a congregation that is judgmental, and the unbeliever is sitting down, and after it may see a bad look, it may see an ignorant eye roll, but at that moment, your mind opens up. The only thing a person can think about is what the next person is thinking. What's going through their mind? Oh, do I look right? Do my clothes look right? Do I smell good? Are my kids too bad? You know, some people got bad kids.
Well,
Praise them. I love them. But all that is part of the devil's plan. The devil wants those walls to fall down so he can begin to work. Does anybody know whenever they disrupt the spirit, you're not doing it for the Lord, you're doing it for the devil? I hear it all the time on how people go to church and they don't want to go back. And sometimes you don't even know, as leaders or as people in the congregation or part of the church, you have no idea that one person in the corner made the unbeliever not even want to come back to church. What he does is he covers our eyes and blinds us to where we can't see what God wants to show us, which could be, you know, for me, I was blinded a lot of the years. I didn't. It wasn't mainly because of church congregation, but it was just me, myself. Because my parents were pastors, I thought I had a right to heaven. I thought I could do what I want, go to church and pray, and then go home and do what I want again.
well,
But thank God he saved me and told me, boy, you're going to
Hallelujah.
hell if you don't repent.
Come on.
We say we want to live for the kingdom. But I say, why don't we live to build the kingdom?
Amen.
Because there's a lot to be done. I mean, I want to be blessed in heaven by what I did on earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our rewards are in heaven. I like getting stuff on earth, but I could care less. Because if I get to heaven and I'm getting something extra, can you only imagine what God's going to give you that's extra? I don't know what it is, but I know I want it.
Yeah. Come on.
And I don't want to keep you long, but I feel like there's a movement going on in this city, and a lot of the youth are being taken away, and a lot of them need to be told to come to church or drawn to church somehow. But like I said, in the congregation, we can help that out. You know, we can reach out, we can tell people about the church. I feel like we're losing too many to drugs and violence, and you know, it's getting sickening out there. And I'm wondering what is going on in the spirit realm. What actually is making everybody draw away from everything? Because when I was growing up, it wasn't like this. I don't think anybody was growing up it was like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it? I mean, if it was, anybody know? Anybody know?
No.
I mean, the drugs in Washington, PA, you know, on the map, I didn't even think anybody could see Washington. It was so small, it was just this little place in Pennsylvania. But yet, I was at work and I heard it on the news about Washington and the heroin epidemic. And we need to pray. We need intercessors. We need the people to rise up. We need the youth and the people that are called to actually go into their calling so they can bring people to the Lord.
Amen.
My heart breaks for my city. My heart's breaking for the world. People want to know who to vote for. I don't know. All I can say is pray for them. Because to me, none of them are right. But I do know a God that is more powerful and that he can change everything. And I don't want to keep you long, but that was just on my heart. Coming into the church, we got to make it better.
Yeah.
And then going out in the world, we also got to make it better. Because if they see us as Christians and we're looking all mean and don't want to talk to anybody and we're antisocial, then what reason would they have to come to church?
Right.
I wouldn't want to come to church if everybody was antisocial and mean.
Mm-hmm.
We got to show them our love for God, and our love for God shows in loving them.
Right.
We all got to remember, we all have a past now. And we're all not perfect. I like to say, if we all were perfect, we wouldn't need Jesus.
Right.
I thank you for allowing me to speak today. I hope the words that I was saying didn't bore you.
It's good.
But it did something in your spirit. It said something to you. And I promise, I'll get better.
It's good, son.
Amen. But I just want to thank the church for allowing me to speak today. And I just ask you to keep praying for me. So I will get better.
Amen.
And I thank everybody that came. You all are appreciated. Thank you. I love you guys.